So, one of my most favorite quotes of all time is, "You cannot be great until you are grateful." I'm not exactly sure who said it. I heard it from Chalene Johnson. It might be a Zig Ziglar quote. I don't know who to attribute it to, but that's who I heard it from, is from Chalene Johnson. She's someone that I've been following as a business mentor, as a health and fitness mentor for a long time. She's got a lot of wisdom to share. Go look her up on. She's everywhere. Just go check her out. You can learn a lot from her. But before I get really into this, I would like to hear from y'all in the chat to share something. I know we're not all Optavia coaches here, but share something in the chat that you have now that you didn't have before you found Optavia. I know it's been a little more than 5.5 years since my husband signed me up without my consent. He's a brave man that would sign his wife up for a weight loss program, but he immediately saw the value in coaching. And I did not. So just a little, Karen shared a little bit about her story. Here's mine. 5.5 years ago, the house we're sitting in did not exist. It's in a state where we didn't live 5.5 years ago. And none of this would have been possible without Doug saying yes to the opportunity of coaching. Probably need to throw out an income disclaimer somewhere about that. But the possibilities that have been opened up to us because we said yes, because we work from home, because we're flexible and we could leave Arkansas and move to Iowa, only came from Optavia. This company has blessed us with health, but even more than the house I'm sitting in and the stuff that we have, the friendships that I've built through the coaches and clients that I've met, I wasn't even looking for. And I have been so blessed by that in my life. And I hope that that's something that y'all have as well, because it's been incredible for us personally. And as we're coming off of Thanksgiving week, I know a lot of people tend to create challenges through the month of November, gratitude challenges and things like that. That's something that I personally do every single day. I've got my notes right in front of me. This is my little notebook. This notebook goes with me everywhere. And this little purple tab right here, if you can see that, is where I write down. Of course, I move it as I need to. It's my bookmark. I write down at least 5 things every single day that I'm grateful for. Now, it's really tempting when you're doing this gratitude practice to do things like, I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my healthy children, for my spouse, things like that. Those things are amazing. Those things are absolutely things that we need to be grateful for each and every day. But I like to look for the little things. I've seen it on social media lately called a glimmer of something, some little happy thing in your life, getting the best parking spot at the grocery store, or your son holding the door open for you, or helping you unload the groceries without asking. Little tiny things like that help you look for things to be grateful for. It's going to help you to open your mind to the things that are happening to us all throughout each day, and help us to look for those little things and see the bigger picture, other than just, I know myself, it's really easy for me to get caught up in the rat race of the day. It's really easy for me I've got to get these kids up. I've got to get lunches made. I've got to get them to school. And then I've got work stuff to do, and I need to clean the house, and I need to do laundry. And, Doug's at the farm and he's calling me, "Hey, I need you to do this for me this person needs a check, or I've got to go pick up this part," or whatever. There's so much going on. And remembering this gratitude practice each morning helps me ground myself to look for those little moments each and every day. I'm going to change the subject just a little bit now to talk about the year 2023. I know for probably all of us, it's not the year that we expected to have. And a lot of that is completely out of our control. But I want to talk to you about the things that we absolutely can control. Excuse me. What goals did you set at the beginning of this year? And how close to those goals? How close are you to achieving those goals right now? If you're not anywhere near those goals, that's okay. It's not. There's a new year starting. There's a new day starting. There's a new hour starting when we get off this Zoom. It's okay if you are not close to achieving those goals, but I want you to ask yourself, is there something you could have done differently to get to those goals? A lot of things are completely out of our control right now. We can't control the economy. We can't control interest rates or gas prices or any of that kind of stuff, but we can control our own actions each and every day. Excuse me. I'm getting lost in my notes. One thing that we can control is our own attitude, right? That's why I start my day with gratitude, because an attitude of gratitude can help you move through the day with a positive light and a positive note. So your own attitude can very much change the outcome of what you're doing and how you're doing it each day. Negative thoughts lead to negative words coming out of your mouth. And we all need to grow through what we go through. So start that gratitude practice. You can do it right now. If you want to, you could share something in the chat if you want to. But just grab a notebook. Any notebook will do, and just write down 5 things each day that you're grateful for from pretty much the last 24 hours. And it'll just keep you looking up and looking forward to the next things that are going to come your way. Another thing that we can control to a degree is our own health. I mean, obviously we can't help it if someone passes us a cold or something in the grocery store or anything, major catastrophe. But we can control how we move our body, how much water we drink, what goes into our body each and every day. If you set a health goal at the beginning of the year and you're not where you want to be, ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Could I have exercised more? Have I strayed away from my health plan, my eating plan? I know for me, I still 5.5 years later tend to stress eat. This fall has been full of lots of stress and big things with a different business that Doug and I have, all good things, but still they're big things, big stressful things. And I tend to self-soothe with food. I know this. I'm working on it, and that's okay. That's the thing. We're not going to worry about anything that's happened in the past. We're going to move from right now and move forward, and we're going to take care of ourselves the best way that we can. It's really tempting for a lot of people between Thanksgiving and Christmas to just say, oh, it's almost the new year, I'll just start on January the 1st. But that is one of the worst things that you can do for any goal that you have set, because you're delaying gratification or even getting started towards gratification for another 31 days. And there's no good going to come from that. So if you're not in your health where you would like to be, as soon as we get off this Zoom, set out a plan. If you need to reach out to a friend for accountability and say, hey, I need your help. I did that this week with a friend. We're contacting each other and texting each other every day. Hey, how did your day go today? Hey, what are you doing for your meals today? We're staying in contact with each other, and we're going to help each other get through this holiday season, because like I said, it's really easy to say, oh, it's the holidays. Well, Christmas is one day. Unless you're like us, we have 4 days of celebrations to go to, but that doesn't mean I need to eat my way through the entire month of December just to say that I'm enjoying the holidays. That's going to be for one day or maybe even 4, but still, it's not 31, right? So we're going to put a stop to that right now. We're going to move forward in our health. And I'll just ask this question too. Even if you're not an Optavia health coach, you probably have some other type of business. You're probably an entrepreneur if you're here with us. So where is your business right now? And again, we can't control the economy or the interest rates or anything like that. But what have you done to move your business forward? Or what have you not done to move your business forward? And what could we do more? How could we have done something differently this year to make things better? I'm going to read something to y'all, and I'm going to read it directly off my phone because I don't want to mess it up. And I had it pulled up and now it's gone. And y'all give me just 1 second. I shared this on our team training not too long ago. There it is. Sam Walton, Words of Wisdom. If you aren't from Arkansas and you don't know who Sam Walton is, he's the founder of Walmart. He said, believe me, customers never come back. Years ago, Sam Walton, founder of the world's largest retail chain, Walmart, opened a training program for its employees with much wisdom. When everyone was expecting to talk about sales and service, he started with these words. I'm the guy who sits at a restaurant, sits at the table and waits patiently while the waiter does everything but write down my order. I'm the guy who goes to a store and waits quietly while the salesmen finish their personal conversations. I'm the guy who walks into a gas station and never uses his horn but patiently waits for the employee to finish reading his newspaper. I'm the man who explains his desperate urgency for one piece, but doesn't complain that he only gets it after 3 weeks of waiting. I'm the guy that when he enters a commercial establishment seems to be asking for a favor, begging for a smile, or just hoping to be noticed. You must be thinking I'm a quiet, patient, never troublesome type, but get fooled. Do you know who I am? I am the customer who never returns. I love seeing millions spent annually on all sorts of ads to get me back to your company, because when I first went there, all they should have done was just a little simple, inexpensive kindness, treat me with a little more courtesy. There's only one boss, the customer, and he can fire everyone in the company from the president to the janitor simply by taking their money to spend elsewhere. Want to be successful? Have better customer service than anyone else. So where I related this to our business is offering excellent client support. Through this holiday season, you've probably got lots of people who are pushing out orders, or they're just simply ghosting you. Don't quit being their friend. If they haven't ordered from you in 2 months or 6 months or a year, whatever it is, reach out to them anyway in this holiday season. Just be their friend. Say hello. Wish them a Merry Christmas. Ask them how their Thanksgiving went. Because when they get ready to reorder, they're going to remember Michelle was my friend. Michelle didn't just constantly try to sell me things when I didn't order. Michelle reached out, asked me how I was doing. Michelle told me Merry Christmas. Michelle asked me how my kids were doing. She's not only trying to sell me something at the end of the month when she's trying to hit a sales quota. She was my friend all along. For your current clients that you have, reach out to them right now and make sure that they have all of the tips and tools that they need to have a healthy, happy holiday season. Because successful clients are happy clients, and happy clients refer their friends and family. So you want to be sure that they also know that you offer referral incentives for anyone that they send your way through our program. Um, be active and social on social media right now. Be a positive light to anyone and everyone. Now, we don't want toxic positivity. We don't want you making up stuff just to have something happy to share, but share the good things. You share the struggles too, but share the good things. Talk about the good things in life. Talk about how being healthy has helped you be more positive and everything else. And the last thing I want to say to y'all is I want to give all of you a challenge for this Christmas season. This is something that we try to do every single year, but I want to extend this challenge to y'all as well. Go find someone to help, because that is what the holiday season is all about to me, is about giving to the people who maybe don't have as much as we do. I know we've been greatly blessed, and it can be something small. You can, maybe get some extra school supplies for a teacher, or buy some groceries for a single mom, maybe adopt a kid off of an angel tree, but do something to help someone else that can't quite help themselves out this year. Oscar Wilde says the smallest act of kindness is worth more than the greatest intention. So y'all go be a blessing to someone else today. And Karen, thank you for letting me share.